This episode of NOLA Film Scene is sponsored by our fellow actor, Jana McCaffery, attorney at law.
And we're back. NOLA Film Scene is in the house.
Live 2-year anniversary live stream.
Who'd have thunk we'd make it this long?
Streaming on YouTube and Facebook. And here comes our sponsor.
Our first guest. We've never done a live guest.
We've never done a live guest, and how fitting that it is, in fact, our sponsor.
That way she won't sue us.
Hey, Jana, we are live.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Where do I look? Wait, do I look at Brian? Do I look at TJ? Do I look at the camera? Where do I look?
You can look at whoever you want, baby.
Hey!
Look at the camera. I see
I'm looking.
the Campa in the background.
Yes, we're in the RV. We're up in Shipshewana, Indiana.
Can you say that in public?
Shipshewana.
Shipshewana.
I can say it 3 times. Shipshewana, Shipshewana, Shipshewana.
That's a 3 times fast.
I know.
So you are our first guest, and I just said how fitting that our first guest for our 2-year anniversary live stream is our sponsor.
Right? I'm your first sponsor.
Jana McCaffery, attorney at law.
That's me. That's me.
That's me.
30% contingency fee for anybody in the film industry from beginning to start. That's better than anybody can do for personal injury cases. Okay, moving on.
But also clarify for people in the entertainment industry that you're not counseling on entertainment industry things, only on injury stuff, right? You're not counseling people on contract law or anything along those lines.
Right. Now, I will qualify with this. I do free consultations all the time on everything. I'm not saying that I'm qualified in everything, but if I don't know it, I have a friend who does. So I talk to people all the time on all kinds of issues that they're having, and I don't mind doing that. I don't mind giving my time away for free. But in terms of, representing and fees that I take, it's injury. It's motor vehicle accidents, it's slip and falls, it's dog bites, that kind of thing. So that's what I'm offering. But I talk to anybody, anytime, anywhere. I'm kind of a sucker. I shouldn't say that.
So at a minimum, you'll at least get them to the right person if it's not something that you specialize in.
I should be able to. Yeah. Is my camera the worst? I'm looking at myself for a second. I'm looking at you guys, and you're like in Technicolor, and I'm like,
well,
there's lights
because
flashing off of stuff behind my head.
No, the platform that we use reduces the video quality during the call.
Okay.
But the live version on YouTube will be better quality, and what we post after the fact will be better quality. It just does that to save bandwidth for everybody involved.
Sounds good.
And also, I don't know if you wanted to point this out, but it's not, you're not limiting your services to people in the entertainment industry to only things that happen in the entertainment industry, right?
Actually, not at all. It's kind of the opposite, because if you get hurt while you're on the job in the entertainment industry, I can get you to a work comp attorney, but I don't really do work comp. I'm just talking about people in life who have car accidents and slip and falls or other things. Yeah. So I'm just saying, but if you're in entertainment industry and some jackhole rear ends you, I'm your girl. I'll handle it, and I'll handle it for less money than the other attorneys out there. Less money and more time. I give my time away. I can't help it. I take it.
And that's what we've been telling people, is that you're extending a discount, a really good discount to fellow industry people. It doesn't matter what their position is in the industry. It's just a favor that you're doing to people in the industry.
Exactly.
And we think that that's fantastic. And thank you for sponsoring the show. We're very grateful for that opportunity.
You're welcome. Well, it's a great show, and hopefully it'll get more out there. So good.
Yeah, we hope so too.
We can't thank you enough for sponsoring us. And it was so fortuitous, so serendipitous.
I was going to say it was very organic the way that it came out. Yeah.
But we had just reached out to Cajun Con and said, well, because I thought that'd be a very good way to advertise. Mm-hmm. And he quoted us a price. I said, okay, let me think about it. I'll talk to TJ. And minutes later, you called me. Hey, you think I could sponsor NOLA Film Scene? I was like,
what? Right. It did. It really worked out that way. It's crazy. I know. But, that's kind of how the best things in life tend to happen. Right.
Yeah. And, we started out a little rough with this live stream. We're getting polished with it.
Okay.
But I like this. We're going to have a few other guests come in.
Cool.
and I like this energy.
Great.
So maybe we'll do this more often.
It's fun.
I even think
Popping in,
maybe a little, yeah, once in a while. The record it offline, edit it, polish it, send it is fun.
Mm-hmm.
But this just feels like more of a party. I was maybe even give you a little 5-minute corner like Law Talk with Jana.
Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, unless people are asking me direct questions, I'm not sure how exciting that would be. I mean,
well, it would only be 5 minutes of the show.
I used to do this networking group, and it would circle around however many of us there was in the group. You know, you would have to do this like 10-minute, just a little 10-minute talk on what you did. And I was like, oh, I don't even know. I'm willing to tap dance for your business. And then I'd do a little quick time step. Yeah, I don't even know. It's been so long since I've done that. I do fairly basic personal injury, except that I can say fairly basic personal injury gets extraordinarily complicated sometimes. So I'm going to say to anybody that might be listening to us right now, if you get in a car accident, please don't try to handle it yourself. Insurance companies are horrible. And I have handled, I don't know, thousands of cases in the last, could you tell that my elbow just went right off the edge of the table that I was leaning on? Sorry. In the last 15 years, I've handled so many cases. So when people call me up and they're like, I've never done this, I'm not sure what to do, I'm like, I've done it so many times. I got you. And I can handle that. So people get hurt and people get scared and people make decisions very quickly. And that is, I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted because I'm looking out the front of my RV and my husband is climbing on a ladder, cleaning the bugs off from the front windshield. Anyway, it's very confusing. It's very upsetting to try to handle issues of money and especially issues of doctors when you're injured. And I've done it so many times that I can do it rolling off a log.
It's like you're trained to do it.
And weirdly, it's like I'm trained to do it. Yeah.
I'm always trying to think of content. Maybe we'll start doing extra things, maybe one day behind a paywall. But what if we did a scene? Once a month, we do a law scene. We'll write it out.
We can write it.
You can't handle the truth. Oh, yeah, sure. We can handle that.
Like
one of my first paid gigs was an industrial for a law firm.
Okay.
Early on, I had done maybe one other paid thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got asked to do that industrial. That was really cool. I think Brian might have done one for the same lawyer around the same time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's
like a mock trial.
Brian,
yeah. I'm not going to ask you a lawyer with that. What? Don't tell me. Don't say it.
You might need to come down just a little bit. Your mic's just a little bit hot, just a tick.
Okay, I'll push back a little.
Just a little. Not a competitor, not even in the same state. Yeah. And it was family law, but yeah.
I actually, and this is 100% true, I got an audition for a personal injury attorney in New Orleans for a commercial. I was like, decline, direct conflict of interest. This is me typing, if people didn't catch that.
Was that going to be in your submission notes? I'm Jana, I'm this tall, I'm based in New Orleans, I'm a lawyer, I ain't working for you.
Well, I did not. I have an agent, actually, and she submitted me. And so I was like, hi, in case you forgot, I'm a personal injury attorney in real life. That's me, more me typing. So I had to decline this audition. So
that's what typing looks like?
Well, when you can see my fingers, I should do it like this.
It's professional.
This is more, I'm creeping around in this.
You gotta keep it on the shelf.
I'm a happy secretary. Anyway, yeah. So I had to decline that one. I couldn't really do that. But hey, they requested me. They liked my face, right?
Yeah.
It's a good day.
That's a good sign, at least.
The most recent audition that I got, I had to turn down because I thought it would be it seemed like a really funny role. And then the first lines, like the first, hi, I'm so-and-so, and my husband is so-and-so of such and such I'm trying not to give anything away. All I'm going to say is that they use the word douchebag unironically in the paragraph. And I was like, I don't think people use that phrase medically anymore. I think it's just kind of become a colloquial insult.
Yeah.
And so
I would have said
it was weird.
That's
so
weird.
It's just like,
I was gonna say my doctor's never used it, but he never would.
Right. Well, I'm just gonna say I was like, decline, time conflict, and that was I didn't want to say your script freaked me out, and hopefully the casting director for that particular project isn't watching right now.
That is kind of the catch-all, though, right? time conflict.
Yeah, it can be. Yeah, definitely. Especially when you travel.
That's
Luckily,
yeah.
my husband is very open. He's like, "What are we doing? Where are we going?" And if I were to be like, "Wait, I got a great role," and instead of going to Shipshawana, we need to go over here, he'd probably be like, "Cool, that'll be good."
Yeah.
But yeah, time conflict. I mean, I don't know. You know, it's not like I'm getting offered so many roles that they're conflicting with each other. That hasn't happened yet. In case any,
Yep.
directors are watching this, that would be good if that would start happening. And
We'll be right back.
Have you been injured? New Orleans-based actor Jana McCaffery has been practicing law in Louisiana since 1999, specializing in personal injury since 2008. She takes helping others very seriously, so if you've been injured, Jana's offering a free consultation and a reduced fee to fellow members of the Louisiana film industry. She will handle your case from start to finish. She can be reached at janamccaffery@gmail.com or 504-837-1234. Make sure you tell her NOLA Film Scene sent you. Yeah, we've been talking a little bit about how much things have slowed down, and I remember early on talking to James. He was talking about when he would travel, he would take his lights. He had a bag for his lights and camera and stuff. And I remember packing stuff when I would go on a trip just in case I got an audition when I was in a hotel so I could do it. These days, they've been so few and far between that I don't know if I want to lug a whole bunch of stuff on a trip.
I know. I have some doors behind me that, well, y'all can't see. I could pick the laptop up and be real energetic about this, but I'm not. There's like sliding doors that separate the living room from the bedroom, and I can close them and kind of make a reasonable background. And then my husband will take me on the phone, and that works okay. But it's still difficult when I get an audition when I'm on the road. But I do it.
There's ways you can make it. I mean, you can make it happen. I got one time when I was traveling for a film, and it was a voiceover audition. So I packed the little recorder that I was going to use, and I had just watched a video from a guy on how he sets up to do voiceover auditions on the road. And I built a little tent. I got some pillows off the couch, and I built a little tent with the blanket. And it sounded okay. I took my microphone. I had my microphone and my little recorder, and with it being a voiceover and no video, it's a lot easier, a lot faster to prepare for that.
Yeah.
And it turned out okay.
I always have a little bit of a panic attack if I get an audition. That's due when I'm on the road. It's definitely more difficult. But if it's good enough, it's good enough. Lately, it's just been so dry. I don't know. I mean, I assume everybody's going kind of through what we're going through. But
it certainly feels like it. I'm hoping things are going to pick back up, but
I know. So that's where we are. So things suck in the industry. So I still need to be a lawyer. So if anyone gets in a car accident, call me. I know. I still have a law office that I still need to run.
And I'm still a janitor.
Like you said the other day, you hope people don't need you.
I do. I always say that. I do hope people don't need me because money is not as good as health and well-being.
Yeah.
That's true. On any day of the week. So it's a weird thing when I put my card in someone's hand and say, call me. And in my heart, I'm definitely hoping they don't have to because I don't wish that bad things happen to people. But I still need to make a living, so people still need to have my card.
I want you to be well, but I want your cash.
Kinda. It's a weird place to exist, but I think I do a good job of it because a lot of people do end up needing me, and I think I do take good care of them, but it sucks. Yeah, it sucks that there are a lot of people driving around like lunatics, hurting people. And speaking of being up here in Amish country, just 2 days ago, it was on Labor Day, there was an accident up in New York, and a lady rear-ended. An Amish family, it was like 8 of them in a buggy.
Oh, no.
It was terrible. The buggy overturned, 8 passengers ejected, non-life-threatening injuries to the people in the buggy, but the lady's car rolled over, so she had to hit them hard, and she had also injuries, but non-life-threatening. A horse died, which breaks my heart every day.
Yeah.
And, can you imagine being so insane that you high speed rear end a horse and buggy.
Yeah.
That's insane. Yeah, I just read about that, Googling things about the Irish, because it's a fascinating lifestyle and I'm loving it up here. But yeah. So, yeah, there are crazy people on the roads, and that's not new for anyone in the New Orleans greater metropolitan area. They know that.
Yeah.
So I'm out here. And my basic slogan is, it's not just business, it's personal. Great bag. I know, right?
Cool. Bring us back a quilt
Fine.
from Amish
Right?
country.
I know, I should. I've been enjoying, they have great food up here. They have really great food.
Oh, I bet they do. Yeah.
So it's good. So I'll be back in a few days. But thanks for visiting with me up here.
Yeah. Thanks for stopping in.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you guys have a great
you later.
night. Say hello to your next guest for me.
We will.
We will.
All right.
Thanks,
you can jump
Jana.
on YouTube and watch now.
I know, right? All right. Have a great night. Was that,
Yeah, you
is that
too.
in the
Safe
frame?
trip.
Bye. Okay. I can't tell what's in the frame and what's not. Okay. Bye, guys.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, so we got the next guest. If you're able to text him or message him.
I told him to come on.
Wait, here it is. Here he is.
I was going to say, we might get multiple guests because we're kind of,
Yeah, I'm stacking.
so we can have more than one person jump in.
So you be the timekeeper on that.
Yeah.
And Facebook Live's not happening
That's okay.
for the second time. For some reason, I was logged in. I had it toggled on, but it didn't go live. It's only
I shared the YouTube link through my page and through one of the NOLA film scenes. Or maybe he stepped away from his computer. We'll just keep talking till we see him.
There we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Invisible Man. Yusef, how are you, sir?
Hey man, how you doing?
Doing good, doing good. TJ, our next guest was kind of scheduled at 6, so if she pops in, we can have 4 people on the screen, you know? Okay, cool. So, Yusef, if you could introduce yourself, because you have not been on NOLA Film Scene yet.
No, I have not. First, congratulations on 2 years. That's a very big milestone.
Thank you.
So, yeah, my name is Yusef. I'm a writer-director originally from Brooklyn, New York. I moved to St. Bernard Parish with my wife about 4 years ago.
Nice. Not a big stretch on the accent. People down in Chalmette, their accents always remind me of people from New York.
Yeah, I noticed that.
They call
Very
it yat.
similar. Yeah.
Where you at? Yeah,
From
where
the
you at?
parish. They're from the parish.
They're from out in the parish. Yeah, it's similar.
It's very similar. My daughter's starting to develop a little one, and I can't tell if it's the Brooklyn in me or the Chalmette in my wife.
I heard
At least you won't lose it altogether, y'all being down there.
Yeah.
someone described it. Brooklyn is the fast version of a parish accent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You take the Brooklyn accent, you got that thing going, and then you just relax. You go, oh, for the parish, I'm out here, you know.
Yeah, it's like I say down here, it's like less uptight version of the Brooklyn accent.
Yeah.
And for those who don't know, if you look at a map of New Orleans and then look to the east, that's where St. Bernard Parish is. St. Bernard and Chalmette, and there's no place like it anywhere else.
Yeah, it's kind of like the little brother to New Orleans, which in that sense, it's just like Brooklyn, because Brooklyn's kind of the little brother to Manhattan. So it kind of makes sense for me to be here.
Mind blowing. So, Yusef, we met on your podcast. You and I did,
Yes.
along with your co-host,
Mr. Will Blank. Yes.
Will Blank. And y'all had me on as a guest, and it was fun. And then something happened as we met, and I'll let you tell the story of what that inspired you.
Yeah. So, obviously I'm relatively new to the film scene here. I've been making movies for 7 years or so, but that was mostly in Brooklyn. And when we were talking to you, I kept thinking to myself, man, I got to work with this guy. Something about your attitude and just how game you seemed to like just go all in on whatever you were doing. I was just like, I don't know how or when, but I got to try to work with this guy. And so I was at that time developing a script, and I was like, oh, maybe I can get Brian in this. And I just kind of redid the whole script and actually wrote a role with you in mind. And I floated it to you. And like I was fantasizing about, you immediately were like, yeah, let's do it. Just like the sense I got from you when we spoke on the podcast, that you were just like down to do whatever.
So what you said was you wrote it and then you were tentative. You were a little scared to show it to me, which saying it is like, I'm scared to show something weird to Brian. What? And so earlier this year, I was posting collages. I like taking pictures, and that's what I use on my Instagram and my Facebook. And I've had makeup and contacts and all these different roles of monsters and death and all this good stuff. And I'd put it together and put it out. And so I just happened, without knowing that you were doing that, put together a collage, and it says director, colon, this is going to get weird. Me, colon, I'm in. And you went, let me show it to him. And I read the script and went,
Yeah.
and I was, it's great. We just had a table read for the movie this past weekend.
I think you had him at this is going to get weird.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think we were both
Without a
sold
doubt.
at that point.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, I saw that post and I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a sign from the universe that it's time to float this to Brian.
He didn't tell me anything about it, but if it's got anything with makeup or monsters or prosthetics or anything like that, that's even more so he's in.
Yeah, and I think it's really like, in my opinion, the most badass character in the whole film. Like, he's essentially playing like a Cajun Jedi, like a mystic Cajun sorcerer guy. I really sort of saw a cross between Tony Chalamet and Obi-Wan Kenobi, basically. So, and I was like, yeah, that's not that I'm trying to say that that's Brian, but I thought it might be a character that would tickle you a little bit. So
I'm down.
it's going to sound weird, but
Now, if I can, I made a little tagline description of the movie. It's people looking for self-help find themselves at a retreat center in the bayou. A little mix of new age, maybe some swamp magic, just some self-help and some strange characters. And then,
yep, that's basically it. Yeah, yeah. It's a psychedelic retreat down the road, down in the bayou, and it's run by two girls who are like the world's worst shamans. They do everything that you're not supposed to do to people who are on these types of substances. And throughout one of their retreats, they summon a mystical creature. I'll keep it there. And Brian's character may or may not help in vanquishing this beast.
I'm kind of like a hermit,
Yes.
The old man down the road,
Yep.
knowledgeable, battle worn, in the
Little
mystic
kooky.
arts, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's a good place to stop that.
Yep. Yep.
But I get to play with a Cajun accent show. Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah. So is this a feature or is this a short?
Yeah, it's I guess kind of both. It's a short feature. It's going to run somewhere around the 60-minute mark.
Yeah.
My wife and I self-produce all our own films, so we're kind of limited budgetarily. In a perfect world, this would be a 90-minute, full-blown, insane special effects, all that stuff, but we're just kind of working with our limitations.
Yeah, understood.
But
That's
remember,
cool, though.
Evil Dead did a smaller film, and Evil Dead 2 was basically Evil Dead 1 with more money.
Right.
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
that's a good point.
And horror is great. I don't know if I'd call it pure horror, psychedelic horror, like you said. So it's always going to be low budget and has the potential to take off and make more money. You know what I mean? Not that we want just money.
Is you?
Oh no, there's a voice. Hi.
Here's another one of my actors.
Our third guest. Who we got here?
Can you say hi?
What's her name?
Violet.
Hi, Violet.
Can you say hi, Brian and TJ? We're being shy.
That's okay. Brian is shy, too.
But we're on the same mental level, so it's okay. She's actually the monster in our movie. We just won't say anymore.
In the movie and in real life.
Brian finally found somebody that'll make faces back at him.
I found someone on my mental level. Don't tell Sheree.
Here, you want to hear him?
Yeah.
Can you hear?
Hello.
Hi.
Violet, can you hear us? Violet, can you hear us? We're getting silly.
She's pressing all sorts of stuff here.
Don't do that.
Chaos.
TJ, we got anybody in the waiting room?
No,
Here, go to mom.
not yet.
I'm going to mute. I'm going to give that person a text. Do you have a question for Yusuf?
Yeah.
Yusuf, what?
She doesn't have...
Sorry, I
She
think I
doesn't
might
have-
have lost you guys for a second.
Hi.
Hi.
What are you doing?
Oh, we're just hanging out?
Don't stop playing with that.
So was Brian teasing or is she involved? Is she going to be involved in your project?
She is going to have a cameo. Yeah, I
She's not the monster.
no,
Wink.
no. She's going to be in it. You have to put your kids in your movies. Otherwise, what's the point
Yeah.
of even having them, right? So
That's right.
So, yeah, I'm going to...
Let's say hi.
Yeah. My goal is to ultimately my dream is to make a movie with her, but until she's ready for that, we'll have to stick to cameos.
Yeah, of course.
She's
yeah,
not very good
so
at taking direction.
that'll come in time, though.
How
She
many
is a
actors
ham.
are good at that, though?
You know,
I think
I've got
you
a
are,
I've
but-
got a teenage daughter, and she acts, and I've
Oh, cool.
brought her into a couple projects with me, shorts, and had a blast doing it.
Right.
She loves being on set.
She actually played my daughter.
That's right. That's right.
that's
She
awesome.
played Brian's daughter in one of our shorts. Yep. I forgot about that. I forgot about the specifics of that.
I'm sorry she was so traumatized.
Yeah, I know.
And she wasn't the film where I have a stepchildren, which is coming out this Friday. It's called Impunity. It's a short, and I play a stepdad dealing with an angsty teenagers. ...
Yeah, it's always nice when you could kind of keep it a family thing. Like I said, my wife's my filmmaking partner. She's also an actor. She's also going to be in this movie that we're making. So, you know, it adds a nice layer of, I don't know, just fun when you can do it with family.
So I just want to nerd out for a second. What do you shoot on?
So typically I've been using a Blackmagic Pocket Cinema 6K.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'll get you some in a minute. That's what we've shot with in the past, but we are hiring out a DP for this one. And he's going to be using, I can't remember the name of it. It's a Sony camera. It's a really, what's going on? Come here. He's going to be using a Sony camera. I can't remember the name of it, but it's better than my 6K, so that's why we're going with it.
Yeah, I got you.
It's been great talking to you. I think you need to step away and deal with that.
Yeah,
with your,
it's bedtime.
Your lead actress. But it's good practice for when we shoot in November.
Yeah. And again, congratulations on 2 years, and I wish you 20 more, or however many more you guys want.
Thank you.
Thanks for having
Appreciate
me
you
on.
coming on. Great meeting
Thank
you.
you.
Thanks for
Nice meeting you
hiring
too.
me. Thanks for booking me.
Of course. Thanks for taking the job, man.
All right. See you later. Cool. Can we do a whole episode with her?
So, I mean, I don't see why not. We've talked about having child actors on before. Certainly made things.
It's different and lively. It's energetic.
I think it's really cool that he's getting her involved in projects early on. I was at that age and even much older, painfully shy. And I think I think it's really cool. I've enjoyed having my daughter be able to work
Yeah.
with some of our projects.
It would have been incredible to do this as a child, as a teen or a young adult. But, you know, nothing I can do about that until they invent time travel.
Yeah, for sure. Who we got? Maybe Stephanie?
Could be.
Dun dun. I wanted to see that you're not dark in your booth anymore.
I don't think I told her unless she watched the video we shared to announce this.
Yeah, that's true, because I haven't started sharing videos of stuff that we've recorded since we started upping the game a little bit.
Yeah.
Everything's pretty much been audio, but I'm ready to start moving forward, I think, getting some of those published.
Yeah. Mm. It's while we wait for her. And we talked a little bit about this on the promo episode, but it's, to us, a joy to do this. It's not always easy. It can be a struggle getting the editing done, getting guests involved, equipment failure, getting the lighting right.
Yeah.
If it is, you know, but all that's worth it. We have not only people who view, but friends who, we've had a couple of people say that this was important to the acting community. And that means a lot to me. We have a friend who's also one of our teachers, and he pushes us and does promotions for us in his class. Hey, you guys should listen to this. There's good advice during this.
Yeah.
And it's really touching.
It really means a lot. It means a lot that he does that.
We're both running out of words. It's like we had a couple people, you know, scheduled, and we announced Hick Jeremy was coming, but we have to sadly say his day job that he had to work late. So he's not able to join us. We'll have him, you know, maybe we'll do another live and we'll have him on.
Yeah, sometimes life happens. Hick was our first guest. We did one episode solo just to kind of announce the launch of the podcast and talk about it a little bit. And then we had Hick on. We talked beards. We talked just acting stuff. And I can't believe it was 2 years ago today. Time really has flown. But, you know, life happens. Things come up. Things happen. There were a couple other people that were potentially going to come hang out with us. I know there was a power outage that happened. So there's been some difficulties happening, and it's okay.
Yeah, that's what the live's going to be. Going to have to just roll with the punches. I do like the energy of bringing multiple guests in.
Yeah.
You know, changing it up. Not that I don't like talking to you as much as I joke about it.
Yeah. You know, it is what it is.
I can see this on a live, as it expands, we could possibly get people asking questions live to us and the guests, get some interaction going.
Yeah.
And I love your backdrop now.
Oh, you do? Thank you.
Yeah. It looks very cool.
I appreciate that.
I'm going to have to project something on mine and change up.
Yeah.
If you were with us at the beginning and saw some of those promos, I was in a sound booth, so I was almost pitch black. And I like that better than being out in the light. It just felt more comfortable. So we changed, had my softbox lights, same ones I use for auditions, very bright. Even this is a little bright, but we worked on some composition with the lights.
Mm-hmm.
Cool blue light on this side, just my key light behind me, changes the whole thing up. Changing, always evolving.
Got to improve on it. I'm just looking to see. I saw something flash if somebody was trying to come in.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to have to get him back on for a longer conversation at some point.
For Hick?
No, for your director that was just
Yusuf,
on.
Yeah.
So I like seeing people doing these projects, keeping things going. There's just been really not much happening. Maybe it's just me, but I'm not seeing a whole lot of stuff happening right now. So I think we need to be doing some of our own projects and expand that. I mean, we've done some 48s, we've done some 7-7s, we've done a few smaller projects here and there. So we got to keep that ball rolling a little bit.
Well, we do have a couple of things in the work. We, of course, can't talk about them. Things are moving. And then I met a director on my 48, pardon me, and I believe his film, well, I won't say the name, I'll wait. I want to have him on and you and I discuss, because I like discussing how people were inspired to get into the biz, that we can start a little more focus on how did you make your film? How did you get your funding? Not to lose the original question, but to start expanding and inspire us and hopefully other people to make their own movies and film. So I've got a couple directors. One I worked with, the movie's called Death Trip. My first line was Saturday, March 14th, 2020. It might be being released this year. We think it is. So I'd like to get him on, Not that we want to lose actors, but talking to directors would be really cool.
Yeah, I agree. A lot of people do their own 48s or get on teams to do 48s, and there are some teams that are really well funded and have really high-end equipment, but you don't have to have high-end equipment to make a film. Use what you have and, create. But we are going to start digging in a little bit more on fundraising to do budgets for projects and maybe try to get a couple of bigger things going.
Is anyone showing?
No.
One of our guests says they've been there waiting, but we're having a little technical problem.
Did they maybe click the link for as a viewer? Because there's nobody.
I don't know. Okay. This is where we could use a producer. So within the next year, by doing lives, we're going to see if we can add a person. You won't see them, but they'll be able to handle all this business. And we can keep going and just entertaining and talking.
You're going to have to entertain people.
What? This person says they've tapped the join button.
Okay. Let's see. Let's see if we can get them in.
While you're doing that, and I'm reading messages from them, I'm going to tell them to go all the way out the app and come back in.
Are they on a mobile device or a computer?
That I don't know. This app, Riverside, ladies and gentlemen, is better working on a computer. It's very data hungry. Can be used, on a mobile device, but blah, 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 technical stuff.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, while we're waiting, what will be something that I'd like to achieve in the next year? And we are starting down the road of sponsorship. We've talked to Jana. She sponsored us, and we are sponsors of Cajun Con. So that's a brand new Louisiana
right. Here comes
Comic-Con
Stephanie.
Run by Scott Ennis, who used to voice Scooby-Doo. And they've got some great guests. This will be in December. Hey, there she is.
There you are.
Hey.
And we'll get back to Cajun Con later.
Hi,
Hi.
TJ.
How are you doing?
I'm good now. How are you doing?
Doing good.
We're great. We wanted to show you our new setups.
Yeah, Brian's not in the dark booth anymore.
No, you can move your arm.
That was fast.
We lost her.
Yeah, maybe that was the problem. Well, at least she made it.
So, Cajun Con.
Yes, I'd have to go back to
So
that.
we're sponsoring Cajun Con.
Yeah,
Scott Ennis is putting on Cajun Con, voice of Scooby-Doo.
yeah. And he's been working on this for at least a year. I've
Yeah.
seen him at a few cons promoting it.
There are a lot of people involved in that. There's going to be a lot of really,
over 80 celebrities appearing.
yeah, it's going to be huge. It's going to be at the Lamar Dixon Convention Center over in Gonzales.
Yeah,
And the place is big, really big.
I haven't been there yet, but the kids from Willy Wonka are going to be there, all grown up.
That's right.
Pippi
Yeah.
Longstocking. We've got the Terrifier. I know Art is his first name. I don't know his last name. You know, the clown. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't do clowns.
Well, he's going to be at the con, and a lot of times he'll do normal, and then he'll get painted up.
Yeah, but I don't do clowns.
Okay, I'll keep him away from you. And when we watch Death Trip, I'll tell you when to close your eyes because I was a clown in that, one of my 6 roles.
Oh, yeah,
clown.
No,
Sort of.
I'm a Shriner, and I mean, there's a clown unit, and I knew the guys that were dressed up as clowns. I could be around them because I knew them, but it didn't creep me out any less. I could stand close to them, and I could even talk to them, but it wasn't my favorite.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people have that.
Stephanie having a connection issue.
She is.
Yeah.
She's on her iPad. Sometimes it works with a mobile device. Sometimes it doesn't.
If she's connected to Wi-Fi, if she can get a good Wi-Fi signal, she should be okay. If she's trying to do it through the cellular signal of the iPad, she's going to have trouble.
That's what I'm finding out. So I'm trying to think while we're talking. Gray Delisle's going to be at Cajun Con.
Mm-hmm.
She is Daphne. And I had to stop and think because I always want to say Thelma, but that's not wrong, and I don't want her to hurt me. I'm not that. She also she voices someone in Avatar. I love going to cons as just a visitor. So, and we have a booth, which also means we have a place to sit for the entire con, which is awesome.
That's right.
No more joy than doing that.
And we'll have some swag.
We've been working on some items to give away. I bought these giant dice. I think we might have a little game.
All right, here comes Stephanie.
Yay.
Hey.
We're back. Let's just thank Stephanie for joining us. I'll tell her on the phone.
Yeah.
Thank you. We should have one more guest coming up. Trials and tribulations.
Yeah. Growing pains.
Yeah.
Show me that smile. Oh, different growing pains. So I was saying I'd like to do other cons. We've gotten some press passes in the past, but to be more involved with cons, definitely be invited as guests, people coming up to us to take pictures, et cetera, et cetera. That'd be a great thing to happen in the next year.
We did get one invite that we still are talking through, need to follow up a little bit more on.
Mm-hmm. I don't know which one. I think I know who that is.
Not gonna say it just yet, just in case.
Tell me after. I probably already know. Oh, there she is.
Here I am.
Hey.
It's probably too much for your iPad for the live. So we're going to start off by thanking you for coming. And if it drops off again, we'll say bye and we'll talk later. We'll have you back. But we're not going to. We'll try this one last time.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you. And bye. No, we loved having you on. I love that we have made a friendship. I made a friendship with someone I watched years stand up in sitcoms. And if you know, I have business cards now with QR codes to promote the podcast. And anytime I hand it out, she goes, anytime I hand it out, I always tell everyone to watch Stephanie's episode. So we got a little bit out. She says, congratulations. We got a little bit of talk. We got something out of our guest. You might be muted. I don't hear you.
She's coming back in, so just tell her we'll follow up with her and we'll do one offline. It's probably too much data.
Okay. Thank you for coming on, Stephanie. Even it's been disrupted. I'm going to stop talking, but if it cuts out again, we'll pull you back another time like we did last time. But you talk now. I'll be quiet.
I just want to wish you great congratulations, and it's been just the best thing in the world to see you two do everything you've been doing in the last couple of years.
Thank you.
It's amazing to me. You do the work, and you progress, and you get better, and it just tickles me to death. I'm so proud of you. So happy for you.
That's okay.
I have no right to be proud of you, but I am very proud.
That means a lot coming from her. She was our second guest.
Yeah.
And she is the one that left me in stitches during that episode.
Yeah. And that's what I was saying. Whenever I put out the card, and somebody at card's got a QR code to listen to our podcast, she's one of the episodes I mentioned. And I always say that she and I hit it off so well that we made TJ's ribs hurt from laughing.
That's right.
She's a trip. And she's so supportive. I can send her an audition. Hey, check this out. What do you think? And she'll give me notes and tips and just so much encouragement. We can't thank you enough, Stephanie. We love you. And I'm going to tell her that while you talk.
Yeah, Stephanie was a fun episode, and she's genuinely a kind person and has kept in touch with us and is always so encouraging.
Yeah. And we have potentially one last guest, and I'm going to see if they're able to come on. This person hasn't been on our show yet, but I thought it'd be fun we try to get people who have been on, like Hick, and then this person who kind of like a little taste, like, hey, how you doing? I'll be on in the future.
Right.
We kind of did that with the Christmas cards that year. You remember those?
I do.
That was fun, but a little work intensive.
Yeah. But now you've gotten a lot more proficient with doing overlays and doing some of the different videos and the side by side and some of the stuff that you did. What we did was I think my voice cracked a little bit there. What we did was have a few of our guests and a couple of extra or people that were gonna come on record just a little soundbite, little video clip soundbite for us, and we posted those like Christmas cards, like live video Christmas cards, and that was kind of fun.
It was, and then we put them all together for a one Christmas episode.
Yeah,
we can reveal doing the sound balance on it was probably very stressful for you. I don't even think I have to say probably, just because it's different source material.
Yeah, recorded yep. But I've gotten a lot better, a lot more experience with editing, and it's not as challenging as it was at that time.
Learn, progress, do more. I liked matching because I took stock Christmas pictures and then stock Christmas music, and I put some text on the screen, so I made it look like a Christmas card, and then matching the sound and the picture to the person. So like Creek Wilson did one for us, and he's going to be at Cajun Con, I just remembered, but he's very country. Pure Alabama accent, real thick, real great.
Yeah.
Voice. And so I took almost like a cabin and put it behind it, and almost like a little twang, little country Christmas song. And so it matched the character. Hicks was great. First he did one for us in his car, and then you can't do it, too much background noise. So he generously did another one and made it look like an audition.
Yeah.
His first word was line, and he asked Carolyn, do I have to do a full body? No, you don't. Because, Brian's that was good.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Because he recorded the first one in the car.
Mm-hmm.
So what's funny, something that I learned when I was taking some voiceover classes is that if you don't have a booth, if you don't have access to anything, or you're on the road and you need to record an audition or whatever, recording inside a car when it's parked is actually a really good place to do it because of the way cars are treated. They're designed to keep outside noise to a minimum, and just the way they are, the way the seats absorb the sound and the headliner and all the stuff that's in the car, you can get really good sound quality, assuming it's not 100 degrees in the South and you're sitting there. You can't have the car running and have air conditioning going. But if you can sit for a few minutes in your driveway or in a parking lot or whatever and record, it's a good alternative to having a booth or going in a closet or whatever. And the one that you referenced was being recorded during driving. But then there's a little bit of wind noise and maybe air conditioning noise introduced. That's a little harder to work with. But just a little tidbit.
A little lesson we learned. I don't think our last guest is going to make it. I haven't heard any response.
That's okay. Yeah, I think we probably could wrap it up.
I think so.
We've had a pretty good 2-year anniversary live stream. It's been a fun 2 years. One of the milestones and one of the marks that I saw early on was, I don't remember the percentage of podcasts that fail. And by fail, I mean people just give up and stop doing them, is 10. The first 10 episodes, if you make it past that, you're likely to make it a little bit further. And then after that, it's the century mark. And we're approaching that. We're not quite there. I think we've got maybe 20 more episodes to go. And we don't have that many published yet. We've got a few recorded that we haven't published. But that's kind of the next milestone, is 100 episodes. And then after that, then the sky's the limit. Yeah. Joe Rogan records 3.5-hour episodes and publishes them, 4 or 5 days a week.
Right.
And has thousands of episodes. So I don't know if we'll have thousands of episodes in our future.
Could.
But why not? If we're still growing and having fun with it and providing valuable content, I don't see why we couldn't.
Totally. And we've talked about, it's kind of a dream, but like maybe doing this live, and not only live stream, but live at a place, at a facility, at a theater, and having guests and having an audience. Won't be anytime soon, but it's a dream.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, similar to when we were on the panel at the comic book convention that we did, I guess January this year, but that room wasn't really treated for audio, and the conditions weren't really conducive to doing a good recording, a good broadcast. But a theater that's treated for sound, that might be a different a different animal. It ended up sounding okay. We just had to do a little work on it. But for a live broadcast, it wouldn't have been ideal.
Right.
But afterwards, I think it sounded okay.
I think it sounded good. You know, they're almost egg carton things that you put around the microphones?
Mm-hmm.
They're like sound dampeners.
Mm-hmm.
That might be something to put in front of us where people could still see us, but the mic might, dampen the sound coming into it if we had to do that again.
Yeah.
You never know. All pipe dreams, but that's how you get started. You dream it.
That's right. All right, folks. Well, thanks for being with us for 2 years, and here's to 2 more.
And 2 more after that, and 2 more after that, and 2 more. See you later.
See you the next time.